If you're thinking about making the move to the Atlanta area, then you've probably looked at a lot of the suburbs that sit outside the city limits, and for good reason. Places like Peachtree City, Alpharetta, Buford, and more each offer unique advantages and different reasons to move there. But what if I told you that you could find a location with great charm, upscale living, and excellent convenience all inside the perimeter? Well, if that's something you're looking for, then I think Vinings might be the perfect hidden gem for you, and today I'm going to run through some of the reasons why. I'm going to give you the rundown on the lifestyle and amenities, the housing market, the location, and the general vibe of this great community so that you can decide if Vinings is the right fit for your move to the Atlanta area. And at the very end, we're going to run through some quick pros and cons about the community of Vinings so you can have a good visual checklist of if this might be a good fit for you and or your family. So hang tight because we're going to get right into it. Now, before we get started, just a brief overview of Vinings. Vinings is a little bit interesting. Now, it's a part of Cobb County, but it sits inside the perimeter of Atlanta. And it's an unincorporated community. So many of the addresses say Atlanta, even though this is an unincorporated part of Cobb County. And it offers some of the best of both worlds. The lower property taxes that we can find in Cobb County, in addition to the proximity to all that Atlanta has to offer. Now, it sits on the northwest side of Atlanta, close to the Buckhead and Paces neighborhoods. On the eastern side of Vinings sits the Chattahoochee River, which offers excellent access to nature and plenty of trailheads. Now, while it's technically a part of Cobb County, it really has an in-town Atlanta feel, making it perfect for people who want excellent access to the amenities that Atlanta has to offer, while avoiding some of the hustle and bustle that comes with living in the city. You're only about 15 minutes from downtown Atlanta, 10 from Buckhead, and 5 minutes from Truist Park in the Battery, the home of the Braves. Vinings has really given you a rare combination. Peaceful tree-lined streets with high-end homes, while still being just minutes from all the action. So why is this such a hidden gem of Atlanta? Well, it's a smaller community. It's only got a population of about 13,000 people. That, along with it being unincorporated, makes a lot of people overlook it in their searches. But for my money, Vinings is one of the better communities, ITP, and in the Atlanta area as a whole. And we're gonna go over some of the reasons why now. So getting right into the lifestyle and the amenities that Vinings has to offer, it feels very refined and upscale, but still relaxed. Now, at the heart of the community, you're gonna have Vinings Jubilee, which is a quaint little outdoor shopping area with a small town feel. You're gonna have everything from local shops and boutiques to coffee shops and even modern chains like Lululemon. But the way that Vinings Jubilee is designed is that even those modern chains feel like you're in a small village tucked away in the woods. In terms of amenities, you're still gonna find yourself very close to the Battery Atlanta, a mixed-use development built when the Braves moved out to Cobb County that is the go-to for a lot of locals for entertainment, dining, movies out on the lawn, concerts, and of course, the Braves games. And if you love the outdoors, the Chattahoochee River is right there, practically in your backyard. It's a place where you can have your morning walk by the river, lunch at a quaint little restaurant at Vinings Jubilee, and still make your meeting in downtown Atlanta within minutes. And cap it off with a Braves game 5 to 10 minutes out your front door. And with some amazing restaurants in the community like Commute Atlanta, Bar Taco, and others, there will always be a great spot for a social night out. But what does the housing look like in Vinings? Well, there's a great mix going on in the community. Vinings is full of lots of luxury condos and townhomes for people to get settled into. If you take a look at the averages over the last 3 months, townhomes in Vinings are going for the mid to high 400s, which offers an affordable starting point to get into the community. Now, because we are a little bit low on space in Vinings, single family homes and newly built residential are harder to come by. The median price for a detached home here in Vinings over the last 3 months is just under $1 million. But a lot of these homes are beautifully made with excellent craftsmanship and care that's gone into building them. And on the luxury side, the sky is really the limit. The homes in Vinings, especially closer to the Chattahoochee River, stretch well into the millions. So if you've got more of a budget, you can definitely find your dream home here in Vinings. That said, the starting point for some of these single family homes does go all the way down to the 600s. So if this is a community that you'd like to get into, even at a lower budget, that is definitely possible. Whether you're a working professional, a young family, or somebody looking to upgrade into their forever home, there is something for everybody here in Vinings. Now, if you are looking for a home in the Vinings area or any other great northern Atlanta city, my name is Brian Garside. I'm a real estate agent with Real Broker, and I myself am a transplant to Atlanta, and I offer that unique perspective to help my clients every single day find their perfect home in the northern Atlanta area. So I'm gonna throw all of my information down in the description. If you are looking, feel free to reach out, and we'd be happy to make your homeownership journey here in Atlanta as smooth as possible. Reach out below to get that process started. Now, what do the schools and the family life look like here in Vinings? So Vinings is served by the Cobb County School District, and a lot of the homes here are districted into schools that are across I-285 into the Smyrna area, places like Campbell High School, Campbell Middle, and Nickajack Elementary School. Now, admittedly, compared to some of the other cities in the area like East Cobb, Johns Creek, and Alpharetta, Vinings isn't as highly regarded in the school department. Many of these schools on niche.com are a 7 or 8 out of 10 compared to some of the 9 and 10 out of 10 schools that we find here in the area. But these schools are still very highly rated in their own regard and are a great fit for most families. In addition, there are lots of private options that serve the Vinings community. Places like Pace Academy, the Lovett School, Central, and Westminster offer an excellent education for people who are looking to go the private route, making Vinings a great location for people who do value education and fantastic location. Now let's talk about the location and the commute. Because Vinings sits along some major arteries like I-285 and I-75, the access into Atlanta and some of the other places in the metro area is one of the major perks of living here. And you can get to most places in the metro area with relative ease. Now, of course, this is Atlanta, so traffic can be a concern, especially at those peak times, but it's not going to get much better than what you have here in Vinings. To get to downtown or midtown, it's about 15 minutes. You can be in Buckhead in 10. You can make it to the Battery Atlanta in about 5 minutes, and it's only 20 to 25 minutes to Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, which is the busiest airport in the world. So whether you're a frequent flyer, a regular commuter, or just somebody who likes to enjoy everything that Metro Atlanta has to offer, you have some of the best access possible from the community of Vinings. Now let's get into some quick pros and cons about the community. For the pros, it's got a prime location within the perimeter and along the Chattahoochee River. It's got an upscale and peaceful atmosphere, while still being close to the Battery, downtown, Buckhead, and more. It's also got a great mix of homes, restaurants, retail, and other amenity options. Now for some of the cons, it does have a smaller housing inventory. Again, being a smaller community at just 13,000 people, it can be hard to find homes on the market. And linked to that, the home prices can be quite high. Because of the smaller inventory of homes in Vinings, people who are looking in the area can often compete and keep those home values high. Although on the flip side, this does mean that your home has a better chance of retaining value as you stay in it for longer. But just keep in mind that it's going to be a little bit higher than some of the surrounding Cobb County areas. And finally, since there's no incorporated city government, a lot of things are governed on the county level, meaning that some things take a little bit longer to get done or are a little more jumbled in the process. But that being said, a lot of people who are moving to the area find that the pros far outweigh the cons, and Vinings is one of the great hidden gems in ITP and in the Atlanta metro area as a whole. So what do you think? Is Vinings the right fit for you and your family? If so, feel free to reach out and we can get you started on that home ownership journey. If not, I got 2 options for you. If you go down in the comments and comment the word guide, I will send you our free relocation guide to the northern Atlanta suburbs, where we go over some of the top destinations and the pros and cons of each so you can see which is a better fit for you. Otherwise, you can hit subscribe to the channel. We're going to cover a lot of the great cities and communities in the Atlanta metro area, so make sure you stay subscribed and stay tuned. That being said, if you're ready for the next video, the almighty YouTube algorithm thinks this one might be your next watch. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see y'all later.